Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Awesome to see you guys. I'm just trying to make sure that this is all set. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Let me see. Sorry, I feel like it's a little bit dark. It's always darker on my lives, but maybe this will help a little bit. Okay. Maybe not. Okay. Let's do this. Hey everybody, welcome to Take 10. We are taking some time to get creative, to play around, to do some fun things, and today we are going to play with some leaves. So I took a little walk in my front yard because we desperately need to do some raking, and we're going to play with leaves, and we're going to go like way back old school style and do some shading. But we're going to try a couple different things to see what different techniques we might come up with. So that being said, for Take 10, we just set a timer. We spend 10 minutes playing and seeing what happens. You don't worry about the final product. You just have a good time. So I will set my timer and we will get going. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Starting now.
All right, so we're going to go old school style where you put the leaf down and then you just come through. I'm going to use some colored pencils. I have my warm colors picked out here and I put it on its side. And of course you can shade it and you just get the prettiest effect. I just love it. I love, love, love the shading of flowers. Now, a lot of times you can do this and then like trim it out and use it in another project. That way you can kind of play around with what it would look like. Hi, everybody. I'm seeing everyone join in. Let's see. That was a yellow. Let's go with a little bit darker. I don't know if that's going to be dark enough. Layering them is another thing that is super fun to do. And you can kind of do like an ombre effect, bringing them across your page. This one is a little bit bumpier, plus this just needs to be sharpened. Right? I know. We totally did this in grade school. That was definitely a thing. And yes, with crayons, for sure. But it's still beautiful now. That's the thing. Like, just because you did it in grade school does not mean that you shouldn't be doing it now, because it's still a fun technique. You still get some awesome images that you might not have gotten otherwise, because there are some beautiful stamps, but these, I mean, this is from my yard. It's from, you know, it's actual real nature. Let's get like a purple. Yeah, awesome then, still awesome now. So true. Okay, so I really do like using these a lot. So that is a fun technique. That's the basic technique. Now, we're going to try something different. I'm still experimenting. Oh, I got it dirty. Still experimenting on the same page. And we're going to go back to this first one. And a couple of you guys mentioned that, yes, we did this in grade school. You know, Andrea, she asked if I was putting backside up. It's kind of up to you. Backside up definitely has a little bit more texture right there, but I think you can get the texture either way. So we did this in grade school. I'm going to do the same thing, same technique, but with a white crayon. So for a while, you're not going to see anything. I'm not pressing too hard, just a little bit. This is my white crayon. And then what I wanted to do was give watercolor over the top a try and see what happened. I really haven't tried it. So this was literally a thought I had on my way here. This is a Daniel Smith sample card. I got mine at Blick. Is that a thing? Yes. in Georgia. Okay, so it's going to resist. The problem is, so you definitely have some of the lines coming through, but not all of them. Just a really gentle impression. I'm just kind of picking random colors. All right, well maybe that one didn't work like I thought it would. Let me grab, the sample card is a lot of fun to play with. Okay. That did not totally work how I thought it would. I think it was just a little bit too much. I'm gonna try it again because in my head, I still really want it to work. I'm gonna do a smaller piece. Let me try this one. Now I'm gonna go really lightly over the top. Just really lightly. And let's see if I can get more of an impression. I might not be able to. What happened there? No. Slight. I don't know if you guys can even see it on there. Slight. A little bit better, but not much. Okay. All right, so that one's kind of a wash. Another way I would like to do these, I know, I really want it to work too, Peggy. Another way is to take some old paper. So one of my friends does a lot of junk journaling, and so she gives me some paper. She buys old books and uses them in her junk journaling, and she handed off a bunch of papers, but using them on old book papers, old hymnals would be absolutely gorgeous. And then cutting them out from there really ends up with some unique pieces that you can use in your crafting. An old hymnal would be so gorgeous. That would be, it's like now on my to-do list, I feel like. Let's see. You want to make sure you get over, if you're going to cut it out, make sure you're getting over all the edges. Okay. Those would be fun to cut out. I know it looks a little splotchy now. Let's try the same thing. Since we all used to use crowns, let's grab some distress crowns. I had someone ask about these last week. Maybe last week, maybe a couple weeks ago, I forget. And so I haven't pulled mine out in a while. So let's give distress crowns a try. These are water reactive. They do work like crowns. Ooh, you're seeing a little bit of it. Slight impression. Let's see, Andrea, if it makes a difference which side we're on. This might be too dark a color. Oh, so the front side did not do as well. Yeah, front side definitely not as clear. Let's see. Maybe I'm trying to look around. Now I'm like, what else can I color with around my room? Would you believe I don't have crowns in my craft room? Let's try some different stuff. How about some scribble sticks? Let's see how these bad boys do. Try the pink. You can see it a little, Peggy. It's just not as much as I normally like. Oh, uh-oh, look at this. Ah, Dina Wakely for the win. So these are the Dina Wakley scribble sticks. They are probably closest to a crayon. Sorry, my Texas is coming out. My crayon. But so here is what is fun, is that those would then be water reactive. So you could come back in and kind of play with it at that point. You lose a little bit of the detail when you react it with water. But how fun, right? And, okay, so now I really like this leaf. I don't know about y'all, that one's my favorite, but let me try one of these. So, another cool thing with the Dina Wakley is we could just mix. Just kind of mix and match. Let's start with some pink up here. I lost where I put my leaf. All right, we got pink. I'm gonna go into purple. That's neat. Winner, winner, chicken. So true. Okay, so the Dina Wakley ones, let's see, let's do some testing. Where's I want my big, this is my favorite watercolor brush. I like big ones because most of the time I'm not doing detailed work on watercolor. So what I want to do is just come through here. Alexa, stop. Now look, what if I had too much water? What if I activated stripes almost? Kind of looks like a feather when I do that. Do some blending. Sorry, that has a lot of the purple on it. That's something that's kind of fun to play with. Or, sorry, I want to try one more thing before I leave. Let me do, that's kind of cool, actually. Okay, let me try this one. We're gonna do one more thing. We're gonna go with some olive green. Look how pretty. Sorry, I'm obsessed with that shaped flower, or flower leaf. I just don't want to cut it. I'm going to mix some more olive green in here. Okay, so I'm wondering what will happen if we spray this. Please let me have some spray. Ready to go. I have a little bit. All right, so if we spray, I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. Well, hold on. Kind of like blurred out the edges. I think that is kind of a cool effect. Okay, so we all know we love crowns with it. Turns out Dina Wakley scribble sticks, if you have these, those work really well also. Our distress crayons, meh, we're kind of okay, kind of not okay. And then, of course, some colored pencils will work really well too. So just some fun play to inspire some creativity. Thank you so much for joining me. I think that I'm probably going to have to take a break from Take 10 for a little while. It's becoming really hard with virtual school and kids at home. So I have one scheduled for next week. I think I'm about to take that down, and I will let you all know as soon as I am able to be back and play just a little bit more with you guys. Otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic week. And as always, keep it creative.